Hello everyone, it's Marina here with another mini album tutorial. Today we are going to make a really small and sweet scrapbook album 8 by 9 cm. You can find all the links of the supplies I used down below in the description box. For the base we need 3 pieces of medium weight chipboard and a piece of vanilla cardstock. I am using the American Crafts paper pack, which has 60 sheets of heavy white textured solid core cardstock in elegant vanilla color. And now I am going to stick the chipboards on the paper using a glue stick. I am cutting carefully the edges, leaving a small space about 3 mm. And I am using an embossing tool to fold the paper over the base more easily. To make the pages, we need 3 pieces of vanilla cardstock and score them on the long side in the given measurements. We varnish well with a bone folder. And now I am going to stick the pages together. For the decoration, I am going to use this sweet paper pad called Sugar Cookie by Prima, which has 30 double-sided designs in sweet pink colors. For the flaps, we need 6 pieces of vanilla cardstock 9 by 8.5 cm and score them on the long side at 1 cm. I am going to use this scallop punch border to create a nice border on the flaps. This particular punch I used has 1 cm depth for punching, so if you use a different punch with less or more depth, then you have to cut your decorative papers in the corresponding dimensions. For the other type of flaps, we need 6 pieces that measure 10 by 7.5 cm and score them on the long side at 1 cm. We punch again for a nice border. Now it's time to compose the album using all the flaps we made. On the back of the cover, I am going to make a pocket with 2 small booklets in it. I am choosing to fuzzy cut some elements for the decoration. I always like to check before I stick down the page to make sure that everything is okay. We continue the composition in the same way. Again here I am creating the same pocket with the two small booklets in it. I decided to stick a piece of lace fabric on the back of the album using glue stick. And cut the excess. I am now going to use two satin ribbons as a closure of the album. I am using a chipboard frame and a snowman from a piece of scrap paper. This bottle helps me because of its thin tip to glue the small details on the chipboard. For the decoration, I am going to use 3 beautiful prima flowers that match with the collection. And for those small leaves I made with my scissors machine using cutting metal dies, I decided to use my distress ink to ink the edges a little bit for extra interest. I am sticking down all the pieces with my hot glue gun. And for the end, a small quote from the collection that says "Sweet Christmas Cheer." And that was for today. See you next time. Bye!